All right, today we're going to break down a really powerful framework for upgrading the single most important tool you have for achieving, happiness and success. And that tool is your mindset. We're going to walk through 5 clear steps that are designed to put you right in the driver's seat of your own life.
So it all really starts with this big question, right? Why is it that some people seem to thrive no matter what life throws at them, while other people just get stuck? Is it really just about luck, or is there something, deeper going on?
It's so easy to blame things outside of our control. Luck, not having the right connections, our circumstances, or not being in the right place at the right time. And hey, while those things can play a part, focusing on them means we're just giving away our power. The real key, the one thing you can actually control, is the internal factor, your mindset.
Think of your mindset kind of like the lens you see the world through. The right lens helps you spot opportunities that other people completely miss. It helps you find the best way forward. Because ultimately, it's not about the cards you're dealt in life. It's all about how you decide to play the hand.
And that leads us perfectly to the first and honestly the most fundamental step. You have to take full responsibility.
We have all heard that famous line, right? With great power comes great responsibility. But this idea completely flips that on its head. It says that with great responsibility comes great power. The moment you take complete ownership of your life, the good and the bad, you reclaim the power to actually change it.
This is really all about developing what psychologists call an internal locus of control. That sounds complicated, but it's simple. Instead of blaming circumstances or other people for where you are, you recognize that your choices, your actions, they're the main drivers. That belief is the absolute bedrock for making any real, lasting change.
Okay, so once you've taken ownership, you need a destination. And that brings us to step 2, setting your direction.
So what are we aiming for here? A lot of us chase those conventional goals, right? Get the promotion, become a top executive, get rich. But this approach asks us to think differently. Instead of just chasing titles, it's about lifestyle design, defining success on your own terms. The key idea here is to think about feelings and activities. How do you want to feel every day? What gives you energy? Maybe it's creative freedom, or more time with family, or living somewhere beautiful. The goal isn't a job title, it's a life you actually want to live.
So it's really worth asking yourself this. Forget what you think you're supposed to want for a second. What is your ideal life? That vision that really gets you excited? What does that actually look and feel like? That's your true north.
Now, with a clear direction in mind, you're ready for step 3, which is all about seizing the opportunity.
I mean, just look at the story of Sylvester Stallone. He was absolutely determined to be a leading man, but casting directors in Hollywood just didn't see it. So what did he do? Instead of giving up, he created his own opportunity. He wrote the script for Rocky, and then, get this, he refused to sell it unless he was cast as the star. And, well, the rest is history.
This just goes to show that opportunities aren't always obvious. They don't always show up as a nice straight path. Sometimes, just like Stallone, you've got to get creative and find a whole different road to get where you're going when the main one is blocked.
Okay, so you've got your direction, you're on the lookout for opportunities, but going after a big vision takes energy. It takes grit. This is where resilience comes in. Step 4 is all about strengthening your will to actually see it through.
So the source material here borrows a really cool concept from martial arts called chi or ki to explain this. Now, don't think of some mystical energy blast from a movie. Think of it as a really practical way to describe your willpower, your vitality. It's that powerful connection when your mind's intention and your body's energy are working together.
And believe me, this isn't just some abstract idea. Look at this number. Studies have actually shown that something as simple as shouting in the gym, what martial artists call a ki, can increase your strength by as much as 30%. That is a real, measurable mind-body connection right there in action.
So at the end of the day, strengthening your will really just means getting your physical and mental states on the same page. It's waking up with energy because your mind is passionate about what you're doing and your body is rested. It's about getting them to work together, not against each other, to fuel your journey.
And that brings us to the final and, maybe the most important step in this entire process. While you're striving and working for the future, you have to learn to appreciate the present.
Think about it. If you're always just chasing the next thing, you risk never ever being satisfied with what you have right now. Just take a look at this list. Chances are you already have a lot of these things in your life. This final step is just a powerful reminder to take stock of the good we already have, from our friends and family to the simple comfort of having a roof over our head.
And appreciation goes even one step further.
It's about reframing how you look at the tough stuff. So instead of dreading a challenge or feeling crushed by disappointment, you can actually learn to see them as these incredible opportunities for growth, for learning, for getting better.
So, let's do a quick recap of the whole framework. It all starts with taking responsibility. From there, you set your direction using lifestyle design. Then, you learn to spot and seize those unconventional opportunities. You strengthen your will by uniting your mind and body. And finally, you ground everything by appreciating the present moment.
What this whole process shows is that your mindset isn't something that just happens to you. It's a tool you can actively shape and improve every single day. And that leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Knowing all this, how are you going to start using your greatest tool, your own mindset, today?